Hello everybody, welcome back to F6, and it's hopefully going to be a brilliant race around round number 6 at Baku. In the commentary box, my name is Omi, and joining me is Quinn.
Yeah, hello everyone. It's good to be here, of course. Round 6, as you already mentioned, here in Baku. Of course, a circuit with one of the longest straights on the calendar, full of 90-degree corners and the infamous castle section, which has caught out so many drivers in the past. So, of course, there is a very, very high chance of there being a safety car around here. And there's even a chance of a little rain, so could definitely spice up the race and even qualifying.
Yeah, it's going to be chaotic around these very tight corners, we have to say. And it's hopefully going to be an absolute thriller. There's expected, as we've already said, to be safety cars. Expected to be, there might be some weather, we never know. If there is weather, then I think a lot of drivers are going to have, a lot of drivers are going to get very annoyed if there's weather. Because coming into this round, hard circuit anyway, so a lot of drivers are obviously not happy about it being on the calendar anyway, but obviously in the dry conditions, that's what they're talking about. But if it's wet, then that's basically a complete new level we're bringing into it. So I don't think any of the drivers here would like to see any kind of wet, but it's hopefully going to be an exciting race with our championship rivals here as well.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting to see the two people at the spearhead of the championship going up against each other. Of course, both of them missed the last race in Bahrain, sorry. So, yeah, do you want to take us quickly through what happened in the last race in Bahrain?
Absolutely, and I'll let you get the standings ready so you'll be able to take us through that. But well, it was a very interesting last race, a lot of overtaking, lots of battles, but it was Chris on top, and well, it was an absolute thriller at Bahrain. We had Fusion trying to do a Fernando Alonso as well down at turn 10. We always love those kind of moves as well. Got me and Quinn very excited as well in the commentary box, but we'll be hopefully having a tiny bit more. We're about to go into qualifying, so in the first few minutes we'll obviously take you through the standings. But yeah, last race obviously under the lights as well, very tight, lots of different battles, but obviously a bit of different strategy as well due to the safety car as well. But here we go, we're about to go to track pictures and we'll take you to the weather and then we'll take you to the standings as well. So here we go, let's just wait and see what the weather will be like. I think it's an exciting part to find out what the weather will be like in qualifying, and if it's like wet, then I think we're gonna be in for some trouble here today. And I think a lot of drivers will also be in for trouble, so we'll just wait for the timer to tick down. But here you can see on your screens currently, looking at different parts of this racetrack, and all of them have its own challenge. So we have turn 1, where you can lock up, you can do a Lewis Hamilton down there, so anything is possible. Here we go then, we're going to look to track pictures, and we're going to see what the weather is like. It looks dry for now, but is it a bit overcast, Quinn?
It definitely looks like it could be a bit overcast. Yeah. Yep. Not too sure. It could be interesting if it was to get wet later on in the qualifying session. That could definitely throw some spanners into the works, but we've only got 14 here tonight, so maybe we'll have a massive DRS train covering the whole field, or who knows, around this circuit everyone could just be clean, no one could crash out, or we could end up with about 5 drivers left, so who knows.
Yeah, anything is possible. Well, you just finished, but I'll let you take us to the standings as well. So yeah, take us through it.
So, championship leader still remains as El Sheikh on 48 points. Then we have Payne in second on 44. Then 8 points back is GL Chris. Last race is race winner. The second different race winner other than El Sheikh. Then we have Aiden with 30 in 4th place. Then Pepine on 27. Mikalitsi with 23. Then Evil on 21 with his teammate Leo, 1 point behind him on 20. Then Christian on 19, Wooly on 18, Alex Run with 11. Now we have SJM and Mendez both on 8. Then we have Pyro, Tom and Fusion all on 6. Nathan Clark on 5 points. Terror Racer on 3. Slow Salt on 2. Then we have a whole gaggle of cars on 0, which are NLR, Yano, Tybe, Marnix, Marlon and Nicholas. And then going over to the constructors, we have Mercedes leading the way with 55, and closely following a second 3 points behind is Alfa Romeo. Then we have Aston Martin on 44, Red Bull on 42, then Alpine 10 points back from Red Bull on 32. Then we have the Williams and the McLarens both on 29, AlphaTauri on 26, Haas on 24. Then in 10th place is Ferrari with 4 points.
Yep, so thank you for taking us through the standings here. And we're currently on board with Wooly as he makes his way down towards tire number 1 with the DRS open. So here we go. We go into the first braking zone. You place the car towards the outside and go to the inside curb. Run the car out wide. And then you make your way down towards tire number 2. Once again, place the car towards the outside. And then over this little nice curb with just one tire. Though you don't want to fully go over it because you don't have enough room to take 2 tires over it. But here we go then. And now you're making your way down towards turn number 3. So once again, place the car towards the outside. It's very tight through here, lots of overtaking opportunities, and now you get to the technical part of the lap. Here we go then, through turn number 4, and then 5 and 6 is coming up. You are going to be attacking these curbs very nicely. Place the car once again towards the outside, and then he runs the car out a tiny bit wide over right to the barrier, because you want to maximize every bit of the lap you can, and then you go. Now you're heading right towards the castle section, and then back on the power now, and a very tricky part of the lap. He was struggling to get on the power a tiny bit, but here we go. You want to get close to the wall, and then apply the power once again. You now, as he's all out of shape though as he gets on the power, having a snap, having to correct it, very hard obviously to get the lap in. Now we head right to the end, or near the end of the lap. Late on the brakes. Now it's very hard. If you go a bit too hot in there, you could find yourself in the barrier. Now you are all focused on your sweepers, and then you have a bit of a straight, and then you get to the checkered flag. So here we go once again then. Now you make your way through the sweepers, and we could see someone running wide and hitting the barrier here, but now you have a bit of a straight, and you're going to be opening the DRS and heading towards the line and see what lap you can produce. Here we go with Wooly, first car across the line for the AlphaTauri driver. Over the line he goes, it's a 1 minute 40.533. As we also have Ty beating that, so he's faster than that, 1 minute 40.234, and I believe you're back, Quinn.
Yeah, it's not a bad lap from Wooly there. It's a decent banker to have, and of course you're going to be wanting to improve on that, but Type a very good run, and as well Alex Run going 8 hundredths faster, and then Aiden 2.5 tenths even faster than Alex Run. So everyone's just going faster and faster, and it looks like the 2 Alfa Romeos, ooh,
it's crazy to the top.
They're not allowed to do this. You're not allowed to give your teammate a slipstream.
Oh wait, was the slipstreams being given? Oh yeah.
Yeah, the 2 Alfa Romeos. If someone was going to report it, it could be penalties for both of them. But yeah, that's not allowed, and especially with them being fighting for the Constructors' title, that could be big implications. Considering we're on round 6 at the moment, and I believe there's 4 rounds left. Well, including this one, there's 5. As Pepine crosses the line and goes into P4 with a 1:39.9, but Chris's time 5.5 tenths faster than El Sheikh. He could do a Seb Vettel and just sit in the pits for the whole session.
I mean, by the pace levels, that's what it currently looks like. But Ishik currently to second, and as you were saying, definitely not what the champion would want if someone was to report it, and it would be I mean, it wouldn't be good for him because, well, obviously, it's kind of, he is going to find improvement later on in the session. It's not like it's even his last one, so he's technically gaining not really anything from this first one. Obviously, you're getting a lap down at the beginning, but I'm sure he's going to have more time to find later on. So we continue to have
definitely.
a bit. Yep.
Yeah, definitely. I think he'll definitely have more time to find. Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of traffic jam, I thought, right at the end of the lap as all the drivers push on, and we are currently watching Chris. He's going to be coming into the pits, and let's join Terra and see what he is up to in the Haas as he currently pushes on. Quinn, do you want to take us through the rest of this lap?
Yeah, so just going around this round, you don't want to get onto that inside curb too much. Carries the speed round now, you just want to hug the inside of this first left so you can open up the turning angle for the right. Looks pretty clean. That is purple sector 1. Not sure it's actually purple though. Here you can cut this corner, and he does it perfectly. Then the castle section, you don't want to turn in too early as he nearly hits the barrier on the inside. That was so close. And now you want to carry as much speed as you can through that corner so you can get on the power as early as possible. And it looks clean from Terra Racer here. It's very tricky downhill braking. You don't want to go over that inside curb too much as it can spit you into the outside wall. There you want to have a clean run through here, get on the power as early as you can. Then we have the right, then the left, and then another right, and then virtually a straight line. Apart from this little kink to the right, it will be a straight line. So you want to minimize your steering wheel movements because that will ultimately lose you a little bit of time. And he puts himself into P7.
P7 for him. We have Payne second place in the championship with 44 points. It's 4 points behind his rival Ishak. So we're about to watch a lap with him around the circuit. Under 10 minutes to go, just over 9 minutes, as Payne now sets off for a lap. We're going to be getting the Mercedes driver to see where he can he get anywhere close to his rival, and if he can get in the top 3, then we're going to have the top 3 in the championship, the top 3 in the order, obviously in a bit of a different order though, because Ishak behind Chris. Let's see what Payne will be able to do as he now makes his way down this very long straight with DRS open. In qualifying, it's kind of like it's never ending. Hello to Mohammed also in chat as well. We have the DRS open in towards turn number 1. You want to go over the curb round the outside though, but not on the inside on that particular part. You can have a little touch which obviously helps you in, but if you take the slow in fast out, it can help you in some corners, but obviously does depend a bit on the corners. Now we're heading down towards turn number 3. Once again, he's going to place the car towards the outside and then switches, and then very late on the brakes I have to say, but he carried a lot more speed than I thought he would, but he's trying to maximize his lap, trying to find all the speed he can on this one, applying the power now, and now you're going to go through this very tricky part of the lap, over the curbs. We're going to see him attack it, and you don't want to go actually over it too much though, because it can send you a tiny bit, into the air, which sends you a bit flying when it does lose you a bit of time, and then over the curb nicely. He didn't attack it as much as other drivers, doesn't cut much of the curb. Now you go to the castle. Now basically all laps through that section, if you are maximizing your lap, you are going to be millimeters away from the wall on every single one of those attempts. We're watching Payne then as he makes his way now right towards the last few braking zones of the circuit. You go downhill and it's very hard on the brakes. We've seen a lot of crashes in real life at that corner as well. And here we go then. Now you're just going to be foot to the floor through the rest of this lap, because it is a few left rights and then you go through, and you don't want to run the car out too wide, and then you make your way now with DRS open right towards the line. Let's see what he can do as the Mercedes driver tries to get closer to Ishak as he comes over the line. Where is he going to go? He's going to go to second place, so he's ahead of Ishak for now.
It was a very good lap there from Payne, and yeah, just more people. It didn't encounter much traffic on his lap, which definitely benefited him. But we're just looking, I'm just gonna look down at Tybe as he. Not sure if this was a timed lap by him, as he does collide with the wall a little bit.
Yep.
Not
Alex.
sure.
Alex
think
goes
this
to
is
second. Yep.
Yeah, good lap from Alex there. Only about 2.5 attempts. And just under 2.5 attempts behind Chris.
Wow.
And Chris goes even faster.
Well,
28.6, 7 attempts ahead.
Yeah, he gives it a bit of a
Bring
slack
that
over.
up. 6.5 attempts ahead of El Sheikh as he goes into P2. 6.5 attempts. Now we can definitely just chill in the pits.
Improvements left, improvements
that
right.
lap is incredible from Chris there.
Yeah, absolutely. We thought people get close to him, but then as soon as someone gets close to him, he just raises the lap to beat, and that's an absolute brilliant lap by him. And I think the other drivers down behind will need, as Leo goes to second, so that gets it just over 0.3 of a second, finding an improvement there. So I mean, that gets it like a lot of drivers now are probably hoping that Chris has a bad race. A lot of people will be hoping that Chris now, because obviously it is back, so anything is possible. Safety car restarts will probably happen quite a bit, but I don't think we've seen anyone find the rule and retire though yet from the session. Let's see Mendes as he comes over the line with the DRS open. What can he do? He's up into 9th position. Is there any other laps currently? We're gonna go on board with Pepin, who is finding an improvement here as he comes over the line. It's gonna be to 5th position. And what about the Mercedes of Alex? It looks like he's gonna be coming in, and same thing can be said about Leo Ishake and Chris as well. But Chris with a mega lap, and obviously the cars will now start coming in because it is a bit of a long lap here, and then you're going to be changing your tires, putting on a brand new set, and then you're going to be trying to push right to the limit. Now even though Chris might have the advantage, I have a feeling he might be beaten if he stays in, because the improvements the track will keep improving. The track will continue improving. Now obviously if he goes out there, he'll probably beat everyone by a big margin again, but if he doesn't, then I think someone might just pip him.
Yeah, I think it will definitely be. I think if you're Chris, if Leo didn't put that lap in, I think I'd be confident enough to stay in the pits. But because Leo is only 3 attempts behind, I would definitely go out and try and improve your lap further.
Yeah.
Yes, if Leo didn't put that lap in, I think Chris would definitely be more comfortable just sitting in the pits. And even if you're starting on the front row here at Baku, it's a very good start.
Yeah, because you get the inside.
Yeah, you have the inside for the first corner, yeah.
But you obviously need to make sure you don't lock up the tires. You can't go too hot in there, because even if you manage to do a Hamilton, you might just go straight in the barrier, and you could do even worse. If you try, it depends if you're trying to attempt to make the corner, because then you'll find the wall. But if you are gonna lock up and I would say just miss the corner basically and try and get back in, because I mean you have a chance then, because there will be safety cars probably, so at least then you're still in the race rather than out of it. But that's obviously for the race. That's a topic for the race. For now, it's all about qualifying, and most cars are in. Mendes still out on the circuit. We have SJM on an out lap as well currently, and Mick Kalutzi is the only driver to not sell lap so far. Yes, Quinn.
Yeah, I think Mendes actually ran out of fuel there. That's why there were all those yellow flags up. So he was just trundling down the straight, and it is SJM who's going to be the first person on his out lap. He's just going through sector 2 at the moment, just going up to the castle section. So it's a little bit early to be going out of the pits. You can see he's going to have a massive gap to the car behind, which is Terror Racer. So we might actually catch up to he might actually get some traffic on his lap with the people coming out a bit later. Or he might just time it perfectly, because now is about the time you want to be coming out. And there's a whole gaggle of cars that have just come out the pits now. So there's still 2 cars left, or 1 car left now, and that is Mendes. I don't think Mendes did come in a bit late into the pits. But yeah, do you want to take us through this lap with SJM?
Absolutely. So here we go, down towards turn number 1. Chris has also decided to come out, so he is not going to be risking it, and he's probably now just going to beat everyone by another second. So I mean the only chance probably other people had might have been if even if he crashes, then maybe people have a chance, or if he invalidates, which is hard to do. Or I mean you can do it, but a bit more harder than obviously some other circuit like France. France is very easy to do, but we'll continue now with SJM. We'll do an off-board lap because I think we've done a lot of on-boards. So as he now makes his way through, run the car right out wide. You're now focusing on the next corner, sweep it in, and don't want to go over the curb too much because it can obviously cost you time. Now here we go, back over, bring the car towards the outside, and you're getting ready. How much does he decide to use the curb? The answer is no, but he takes it a bit of the long way, which does give you a better run because your car could go a bit more in the air, could make you lose time. Now you're focused all in the castle, but he's very, very wide. And a very hard part of the lap, he is backed out of it. So I think what he's going to do now is back out of it, recharge his ERS. He hasn't lost too much, but I think he'll be able to recharge at least some of it, and then be able to now push on and go for another lap. Who else is going to be pushing on? We're going to have second place runner Leo, who we will actually watch because he is the nearest contender currently to Chris right now in this qualifying session. We're going to have other drivers also pushing on, like Ishake just beginning his lap behind the Red Bull driver of Leo. So we'll be able to catch up on all of these guys very, very quickly. We have also Alex pushing on already, and we can see his first sector time there as well. Now he goes right towards the castle part of the lap with under 20 seconds to go now. And here we go then. You got to bring it through the castle section, and you don't want to hit the wall. Right through as you make your way. Now applying the power once again. Run the car right out wide, and as he applies the power, he's a bit out of shape. We have yellow flags, and Mendes has retired from this session. So here we go. Has he found the barrier right when he's come out? So it might have been. But let's see, we're going to focus on Alex as he now, with the checkered flag out now in this session as well. Alex currently finding an improvement, but by how much? Will he be able to try and challenge Ishake in this session? We have yellow flags also now coming out.
That was Elshake.
Elshake. That's going to cost him a lot. So third place runner Elshake has had a moment, and that's going to be it for him. Terror Racer in 10th position. Let's see what Alex can do as he comes over the line from Mercedes. Currently in 4th position, but what will it be as he comes over the line? He stays in 4th. It's an improvement of time, but not position. Elshake, as you said, has had a mistake. We're going to focus on Leo then and see what he can do. He is down though. It doesn't look like he's finding an improvement to beat Chris currently with DRS open, and the third sector is basically straight line, so it's a bit hard to find an improvement right at the end of this lap. Let's see as he comes over the line. The answer is no, he cannot. Elshake obviously won't be able to because he had a moment. So let's join Pepin, and he's also isn't finding a lot of improvement. It's Payne in 3rd position currently. He is ahead of his championship rival for now, but it's Chris ahead of all of them. We're going to watch Pepin as he comes over the line. Pepin wasn't finding much of an improvement either. Let's see as the Ferrari comes over the line with DRS open. Where can he go? He improves, but not position. He improves his lap, but not position. As we see also Marlin in 12th, and then I think we just had an improvement. That was by time to 11th. And SJM, he obviously went different. Yep, go ahead, Quinn.
He hasn't got front wing.
Oh. Well,
SJM hasn't got a front wing, so he will be starting in last place. But yeah, that's very, very big for Payne there, starting ahead of Elshake. But it is on the same row, and Elshake will have the inside going into turn 1, so it's a very big opportunity for Elshake to make up on the mistake that he made in qualifying.
Yep. So you obviously have Chris, 3rd place runner in the championship. You have Payne, also who is 2nd place. Elshake, obviously in 1st. You have Leo in the middle of that, who really isn't really contending. So, well, I guess let's just say then, you have Leo who's going to probably be taking all the risks in the world, or he can afford to, more than obviously the other 2 drivers can. So, I mean, it could be an interesting first few corners of the race then, Quinn.
It can definitely be very interesting going into these first few laps, as Leo, well, he will want to get a win, and it's currently, I believe, only the first on the top 3. Actually, no, it isn't. It's Elshake, Chris, and Pepin who are the only 3 drivers to win a race this season. So Payne being in 2nd place in the championship with 3 second place finishes, he will definitely want to have a win. Well, yeah, the qualifying order, we have Chris, followed by Leo, then Payne, El Sheikh, Alex Run, Pepine, Wooly, Aiden, Mendez, Terror Racer, Tybe, Marlon, and I didn't catch the last ones.
Yep, so we're going to be in for an absolute treat of a race this time around. Hopefully we're all very excited for the race at Baku. And what is the weather going to be like as we load in? Will it be dry? The answer is yes, it will be dry for now. The rain might hit later on, but for now all we got to worry about is going to be a dry run down into the first corner. So we'll get probably a bit of time. So yep, Quinn, who do you think is going to lead into the first corner?
I think with Leo having the inside line, he definitely has a case for leading into the first corner, but I think Chris will hang it round the outside, and I think going through the first corner, it'll be Chris who leads.
Yeah, so here we go. The time is already coming down. We usually have a bit more of a break, but we're going straight into this one then. We're 10 seconds. And so there's so many question marks. Will Leo be able to take the lead at turn 1? Are we going to get fireworks from the second row of the grid, which has the championship rivals? Chris at first position as well. Here come the lights for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. We're racing around the streets of Baku. Who's going to get the best start of the line? It is going to be Chris who will lead into the first corner. Can Leo try and stay ahead of Payne? Payne trying to dance right around the outside. He's going to be able to do so. Payne up into second, but it's Chris with the lead. He got the start and he's still ahead of the rest of the field. It was Payne who danced right around the outside. Will the field be able to make their way through? It is Pepin putting a tiny bit of pressure on momentarily on his shake, but now he'll be under pressure by Alex. Wooly is also giving chase as well as we make our way down towards turn number 3. Will they all be able to make the corner? And just about they will, as they all make their way through. Who's going to go for some moves? Doesn't look like we're seeing too many, but it is now. We are going to see some moves to the inside, and that's very close to the background between Terror Racer and Tybe as well, as they all make their way through, but it's Chris with the lead.
Yeah, it's a very, very good start there for Chris, and already extending a massive gap on Payne, nearly a second already, showing his pace from qualifying, translating over. Just going to go over on board with Payne. It doesn't look like it's got any damage, so yeah, this is purely on Chris's pace, and my word, he's already pulling away. Very, very interesting start there. And it's very interesting to see the 3 drivers have opted to go for the mediums, being the 2 Hasses, Terror Racer and Michalizzi, and the Mendez in the Williams. They've all 3 of them have decided to go for the mediums over the hards, so they're hoping to get a little bit of an undercut on the guys ahead, but as we know on this game, it's more beneficial to go for an overcut, just because of how long it takes to heat up new tyres.
Yep, so here we go then, down the straight to begin lap number 2. And all the drivers in the slipstream, it's under 1 second now between the top 2 in this race. Ishake was also, as we are going to be seeing a move. No, that's Tybe coming in. So Tybe coming into the pit. So he was the car, I think, who got damaged on the opening tour. It's Ishake, who is right on the tail of Leo. And he is, now obviously he knows his rivals are basically first and second. He does not want to be left behind. So he's going to be trying to overtake Leo and try and get onto the back of them. That is side by side between Mendez and Aiden, but Mendez getting through. Aiden down into 9th as Tybe going on to a set of mediums, but as they all make their way through. So we're now going to be, so DRS will be open next lap. We also, so Leo won't be getting that. It'll be Ishak, who basically probably wants to get this move done basically on this lap, beginning lap number 3. We won't obviously get DRS down on lap number 3. It will be at the end of lap 3, at the beginning of lap 4.
Yeah, Leo definitely needs to, if he wants to try and keep L-Shape behind, because, well, Payne as well is out of DRS range of Chris, so it's looking kind of bleak for L-Shape now, because that was Leo colliding with the wall. Doesn't look like he's got any visual damage on his front wing, but it definitely is understeering. He was definitely understeered through that corner, and that gives the opportunity for L-Shape to get a move done On this straight, doesn't look like he's using any ERS. Leo isn't either, but he has a big advantage, does El Sheikh.
And Leo's coming in.
Leo's coming in. He must have had some front wing damage from colliding with the wall there as Chris gets another fastest lap. Of course, just started lap 3 here, and El Sheikh's got a big gap to make up to the back of Payne.
Absolutely, it's Payne just right now outside the 1 second. He's going to try his best now to get inside, because you get a very long straight of DRS, but that's so unfortunate for Leo, who has to come in, and he's going to fall right to the bottom. He'll be ahead of Type still, but Leo, the man who started on the front row, is going to find himself dropping down outside of the points to 13th. He'll be hoping for a bit of a recovery drive, but now the top 3 on the road are our championship rivals, and all of them is Payne trying to give chase to Chris. Sheikh will get involved if those two battle up ahead. Pepin is now going to be the driver also, who's going to probably just go for it as well. And also we have Mendes, who's been making overtakes. He got past Aiden, he got past Rulli, and on the mediums he is on the charge.
That was a bit of a mistake there from Payne, getting all out of shapes out of the castle section. And yeah, he's losing time to the back of Chris, but he's not losing much time to the back of El Sheikh. He only lost about half a tenth, maybe a tenth, with that mistake, and that's the two Haas drivers battling. And it looks like Michelizzi actually got past Terror Racer, but Terror Racer will be the one getting the DRS, so maybe we see another move, although it looks like he's losing a lot of time, and he has got front wing damage, Terror Racer. He is missing his front right end plate, and that's another fastest lap from Chris.
Here comes Marlin going into turn number 1. Is he going to be able to get this move done? We're riding aboard, thinking about it, but thinking better of it. Oh, he's too late on the brakes, so there's contact. Alex is round, and we have a dramatic moment in this race, and also Pepin dropping down the order as well. So was that contact between Alex and Pepin? Must have been, and just with that, we see another twist in this race, and also we have another position change. That is Mendes and Rulli battling. It's Rulli ahead of Mendes currently.
Yeah, there is a little bit of a train forming behind Wooly. We have both Mendes and Marlon, with Aiden is actually closing in. He's gonna try and get himself within this DRS range and create a 6-car train. He does. So now it's a train starting from Wooly all the way back to Michelizzi in 9th. So yeah, this is going to be very interesting. Wooly is losing a lot of time to the front 3, and that's another yellow flag. That is Terror Racer on the hards, and he's lost his front wing.
Safety car.
And that's a safety car.
Whoa, so safety car out, just as Payne was getting inside the 1 second. So first safety car of the race on lap number 4. And it was going a bit all too clean, I have to say, a bit too clean. We obviously had that contact down into 1. We didn't really get to see much of that, but a lot happened. But it's all happening on 1 lap, doesn't it? It literally goes calm, and then something just happens, and then we continue getting stuff happening. So it's just the start of chaos. Well, Terror Racer finding the wall, still in the race, but we're gonna have Chris coming in. Is Payne gonna join him? Will Payne join him? It doesn't look like Payne's gonna join, so it'll be Chris who comes in. El Sheikh also continues on, so we're gonna now have the 2 championship rivals in 1st and 2nd. I mean, Chris also was technically, we can kind of say he's in the championship, but just a tiny bit more far back. But it's mainly these 2 drivers who are now at the front of the field. Payne gets onto the back of the safety car. Rulli, Marlin, Aiden, SGM continue on, but it's Chris, Mendes, Michelizzi, Pepin, Alex. And then Leo also continues on because he just came in. Ty will also most likely continue on as well. And Terror Racer just put for hards. But he'll actually, no, he will have to come in because of damage. So, yep, but there we go. Now we're going to, now once again, just a bit like Austria, we're going to have that race where we're going to have drivers on different strategies. So we're going to have some drivers on the attack, some drivers on the defense.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that Chris decided to come in off the hard tyres, because he looked like he had a massive pace advantage over everyone else on those hard tyres. And yeah, I'm not too sure if these mediums can get to the end from when the safety car comes in. So yeah, it's very interesting strategy call from Chris, but obviously he's the person driving, we're commentating, so he probably knows best. He knows better than we do. Or maybe he's doing that because might be a little rain coming, and that's Chris overtaking SJM on the safety car.
Oh.
Or
Right.
maybe it was the other way around and then SJM let him back pass. I'm not too sure, but yeah, that's a bit interesting that happened.
Yep, so we have Payne, we have Ishik, we have Wooly, Marlin, Aiden, and then Chris is the first runner, the closest runner to the front, who is Pit, and then we have SJM. Mendez also came in for hards, Leo has Pit, and the rest basically have made a pit stop in this race, but the top 5 currently all out on the racetrack, and they're just going to continue on. You never know, there could be rain in this one, we never know, but currently it is sunny, but well, I think we're going to be in for now an interesting race already as soon as we get going once again. We have some more SJM versus Chris going on already. Was that Chris running wide there? Because now Chris has lost another position to SJM.
No, I think because Chris did, I think it must have been Chris overtaking SJM and the safety car, and then obviously it didn't tell him to get the position back. So he went wide and off track to let SJM back through. Which is nice of him, it's good sportsmanship from Chris.
Yeah, that might explain it. But it's very hard to tell if it's just basically a mistake or was he actually letting him back pass? Because, I mean, around the circuit, you could get really anything. We are still waiting for Terror Racer to get right onto the back of the safety car. He is almost there. So we should be going back to Green Flag Racing this lap. And Payne and his shake. First and second currently, Vuli in third, Marlin, Aiden, and this is the kind of race with the attendance a bit low. This is the kind of race where you might be seeing some drivers who don't often score points have chances, and I'm still surprised we don't have any retirements. So no retirement so far in this race. I'm probably just jinxed. Oh my goodness me. Right, okay, Quinn, take it away. Well, has Pepin... Well, yeah.
That was Pepin. It wasn't even in the castle section. It was in the corner before the castle section.
Right.
So yeah, we did mention before the stream that we didn't want to jinx anyone, and lo and behold, you say no retirements, and then Pepin crashes into the wall.
Safety car is going to be coming in this lap. Okay, now I feel a bit like Alex Shakes. Oscar Piastri is the only retirement in the Grand Prix so far, but as I complete that sentence, Charles Leclerc is coming to a stop. Well, okay. Well, let's hope we don't have any more of that. But what I do want is to see some great racing around this circuit. We're about to go on to lap number 7 and resume racing in the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. It'll be Payne and his Sheikh who will lead us away. Will Payne be able to get the jump on his rival? And when will Payne decide to take us back to Green Flag Racing? They're all going to be bunching up. Yep.
I think Chris is going to wait right until the line, because it's such a long run. Oh, never mind, he's going now.
Gone.
It's a very interesting call. It's a very interesting call, because if he can manage to catch someone out,
it's worked
you
out,
can
though.
have a big gap. Yeah, definitely worked out, but yellow
Alex.
flags, and that's Alex.
Alex out of the race. Yeah,
Where did
Alex.
I'm not sure. It looks like he's on the right side, and that is...
Ooh, Leo.
Oh, contact! That's Tybe. Tybe has spun round Mendez.
Yeah, here we go.
And
It's
that's
all kicking
another
off.
yellow.
Chris has got through also on Aiden as well, but absolute chaos here on the restart, and we really thought that Payne was gonna go, but like literally, I think Ishik would have been thinking the same thing as us. So like Payne just did it a bit differently to catch his rival out. It's very close here as well. Alex leaving the session, and all the retirements will now start coming in because you have Mr. Jinx in the commentary box today as usual. So I think the drivers probably want me gone as soon as possible now from this commentary box, but here we go as they make their way through the castle section. It is 1.2 seconds between the top two.
Yeah, it's a very close gap, and that's Marlon going really wide and allowing Chris to make his way through on the fresher medium tyres, and now he's got his eyes set on the back of the AlphaTauri of Wooly, and it looks like he might actually get him very, very soon. Looking at the pace advantage already as Wooly gets all over that inside curb, and he's right on the gearbox of Wooly already. He is just about pulling away, but this long straight can only mean one thing. Chris is closing, chooses the right hand side, and on the medium tyres he's just got such a pace advantage. But Wooly's sticking there.
Here comes Marlon.
Yeah, Chris. Oh, Marlon, 3 wide.
He thinks better of it though. Oh, all out of shape. Is he going to keep it out of the barriers? Chris, all out of shape. Here we go then. It's kicking off. Was there contact with the wall? My camera angle couldn't catch it, but he might have had contact with the wall. He did go very deep in there. But now who's going to be able to go for some moves? It's going to be Leo pulling alongside Aiden on the run down towards turn number 3. He's going to get a position. It's very close as well between Michelizzi and SJM. Who's going to have the position as they go into turn number 3 to the inside line for Michelizzi through and up into 8th position, and I think they're all gonna calm it down now a tiny bit and wait for the next straight to go on the attack once more. We have Payne also in. Wait, have they switched around, or was it Ishak already in the lead? Wait.
No, it's actually Payne.
Oh.
Yeah, Payne dropped down. I think he had a mistake going through turn 2, I believe, and that just allowed Elshake to get past him. And yeah, that's it. It doesn't look like it's a good ride for Payne at the moment. He's losing a lot of time.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's got front wing damage. Payne has definitely got front wing damage. He had to lift.
Yes,
He
so
had to lift
unfortunate.
through that triple right. Well, yeah, the triple right hander. He had to lift, so he's definitely got front wing damage. But he could. I personally think he could go on to the mediums and maybe be able to stretch him to the end.
Yes, so unfortunate for Payne as they all make their way onto the straight. Who's going to be able to now pull off some overtakes? We have Leo tucked in the wheel tracks of Vuli as well. Tybalt's on the back of SJM. So much overtaking to come into turn number 1. Leo gaining. Does he pull out of the slipstream, go for the move? The answer is no. Let's look in the background to see Tybe and SJM into the first corner with none of them wanting to give an inch. But through goes Tybe to move up into 9th, and this battle continues between
Wooly.
Leo and Vuli. Can Vuli now get on the power and try and fight back? He has the DRS. Can he now try and fight back? But the thing is, Leo also has the DRS, as Chris now chases Elshake in this battle as well. Meanwhile, we have Terror Racer and SJM going wheel to wheel. It'll be Terror Racer getting to the corner first and up into 10th. SJM falling down. Oh, all out of shape is Leo. That might give an opportunity here to Wooly to fight back. To the inside line goes the AlphaTauri driver. Will we see Leo hanging around the outside? That's brave, that's bold, and that's brilliant. Aiden trying to get involved as well. Look at this, brilliant racing between them. However, will they maintain the order now, or are we going to see more changes as they go into the castle section?
It's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens here as Aiden is actually closing up on the back of Wooly, and just going to go on board with Chris now. He's about 3.5 tenths behind Elshake, and it's only a matter of time with him being this close on fresher tyres. He's going to have the DRS down the straight. He might not even need the DRS to get the overtake done, but he's going to use it anyways because it's available to him. So yeah, look, he's already on the back of him and he's not even reached the activation zone yet.
Here we go, it's going to be an easy move for Chris with DRS open. He is past Elshake and through goes Chris to take the lead of this one. And he's back into the lead, and can Elshake now try and stay close and challenge towards turn number 3? But Elshake still yet to make a pit stop, but if safety cars could be a possibility. Now let's see Elshake, as we also have Verli and Leo still battling as well. We'll rejoin them in a second. We'll continue watching Elshake and Chris. Doesn't look like they're going to switch places, so we'll go back and watch Leo, who is using DRS. He has DRS. He doesn't want to give this one up. He has a big run now heading down towards 3. Will he go for it? Late in the Prix to the inside. How has he made the corner? Somehow he has. Aiden all out of shape. Does it open the door for Michelizzi? No, it doesn't. But Leo getting all out of shape, causing once again a very close moment between these drivers who are nose to tail.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a Red Bull making a late dive for Baku. Where have we seen this before?
Ooh.
They're reminiscent of Daniel Ricciardo right here in Baku, and doesn't look like he's got any sign of slowing up as Marlon is all out of shape. And yeah, Leo's really starting to close in on Marlon. He might just choose to stick behind him for the DRS. Or not. He's just breezed past Marlon there. And he's all
so
nearly into the wall.
Yes, so hot under. Yeah, here we go. Now, can Marlon try and fight back? Well, here's the thing. Leo does have, obviously, the pace advantage. He's going to probably try and close up now to Payne and a Shake. As we make our way through onto the straight once more. It'll be Aiden who's going to be chasing Wooly as well. So a lot to happen down this straight. Here we go. Chris with the fastest lap. He also has the lead right now. DRS for Aiden, DRS for Wooly. Are we going to see a move? Can Marlon try and fight back against Leo heading down into one? The answer is no. Can we see a move by the Alpine driver of Aiden? The answer once again is no. All out of shape is Leo once more. Leo is struggling to get the power down out of these corners, and through goes Marlon to move up back into fourth. Can Leo now use ERS? Are we going to get a late dive bomb again? Using ERS, using DRS. We're heading towards turn number 3. Late on the brakes. Can he do it? He'll be a bit too far back. He'll have to wait in the wheel tracks now. Are we going to see a late launch from Aiden? The answer is no. So they're all going to maintain the order, but let's hope Leo can at least... Oh, wide! Marlin's wide! He's almost in the wall, but through goes Leo to move up back into 4th place.
Yeah, this is wild racing for... fighting for 4th place, not even for the podium. And just looking at how much Leo is losing through all this battling. He's lost about half a second on that last lap alone to the back of Payne. So yeah, it's not looking really good for Leo if he keeps on battling like this with Marlon, but he is starting to pull away from Marlon. Wooly is about 7 tenths back, but he's got Aiden, Michalizzi, Type and Terrorizer all on the back of him, all pushing each other practically through the corners. So Wooly's got to be feeling a lot of pressure with this amount of drivers, but Marlon is right on the edge of the DRS. He's going to be using his ERS. He is completely depleted, but he is going to be getting the DRS, and there was a little bit of bottoming out I heard from Marlon's car, so maybe his ride height isn't quite right. But Aiden, just looking on at him, he's closing onto Wooly, but he's just not close enough to get moved on. Contact. That was contact with the back of Michalizzi, I believe. And yeah, just looking up at Aiden, he was practically pushing Wooly through that second left-hander, and he's getting closer. I don't think he's going to be going for a dive bomb. Yeah, he chooses not to.
Marlon is out. Marlon into the barriers. He's found the wall, and Marlon has found the wall to bring out the safety car, the second safety car of the race. But that's not what Marlon wanted, and that will give opportunity for Ishak, Payne, and all of the runners who haven't pitted so far.
I think everyone's going to be pitting for mediums now.
Yeah, we might see Chris going on for a new set, maybe actually, because
Yeah, everyone's going to be pitting for fresh mediums now. I think now is about the right time where the mediums will get to the end. So, yeah, it's going to be a straight-out fight for a race win here. I don't think anyone's in danger of double stacking apart from the Haas drivers. So it's going to be Terrorizer who loses out if they choose a double stack.
Yep, so let's see then as we make our way through. But I would say probably double stacking would be better, because then you're losing a whole pit stop. So double stacking probably would be the better option, even if you will lose time, because at least you're in the same race. Yeah. But we can't obviously guarantee a safety car, because the drivers have been doing well. We had Pepin, who retired under the safety car. We had Alex, who obviously had some contact. Marlon finding the wall himself. Now it is possible, but let's see what the drivers do. Does Chris come in? Yes, he does, and it will definitely be followed by the rest of the field. And unless someone decides to go bold. And this also now brings Leo a tiny bit back into this race now as well. He'll be in 4th, so the man who started 2nd, at least he's going to have a better chance. And looks like SJM is actually going to continue on here. SJM continues on, so he's going to basically take the lead now here in Baku.
No, he won't.
Oh, he won't.
Chris got out ahead.
Ah, so Chris
is on the hards. He's on used hards.
And L Shake Payne are all on medium, so is Leo, so is Aiden, so is Mikalitsi, and basically so is everyone. So, well, that completes my sentence easier. But now Chris will be under pressure. And it's also fresh mediums as well, we have to say, on lap 13 out of 26.
Yeah, apart from Tail Racer, who's on 3 lap old mediums, I'm surprised that Chris went on to the hards. Because the mediums, I reckon they could definitely get to the end. They could definitely get to the end for when the safety car comes in. Of course, everyone pitted, so there's no major gaps apart from, I'd say, Aiden to the back of Leo, but that should be closed up fairly quickly. But yeah, you could say that there's 2 Aston Martins at the front of the field.
One sec, Quinn, can you just continue? I might need to go solo for F7 later on, so I'm just sending yes I can. Just a message, a reply.
Yeah, so we've got Chris on 4-lap old hards with SJM on 12-lap hards. He didn't actually pit. I think just looking at the stops for everyone, yeah, SJM's the only person who hasn't pitted, so maybe he's banking on the fact of there being a later safety car. As we're just halfway through this race at the moment, safety car will be coming in next lap, because they haven't completed a full lap behind the safety car yet. So next lap the safety car will be coming in. We have El Sheikh on the fresh mediums in 3rd place, then Payne in 4th, Leo in 5th, Aiden in 6th, Mikalitsi in 7th, Wooly in 8th, Tybe in 9th, Mendez in 10th, and Tail Racer in 11th and last place. So everyone will be getting points apart from one person unless there's another DNF. So it's going to be interesting to see how Tail Racer takes this.
Yep, okay, I am back. Sorry, I just had to, because Ace is having some issues, so I just had to say, okay, it's fine, I'll do solo, because, I mean, okay, well, there would be trouble if I didn't reply as soon as possible, because even though it'll be after this race, quality will be missed, but that's fine. So make sure you go join me in F7 later on as well, but for now, let's focus on this race, and basically, Chris driving in 4th gear, but SJM, Quinn, what do you think about SJM, what he's doing here with... He's not pitted so far in this race. Is he going basically onto himself soft with another safety car, or what do you think he's doing here?
Yeah, I'm not too sure, mate. I think, like I said before, I think maybe he's waiting for a later safety car to come out. And yeah, it's not the strategy that I would have gone for personally, but it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out for him.
Yep. Okay, so the safety car should be coming in this lap, I'd say. Well, SJM deciding to stay. That's also now puts one car between here, Chris and... I mean, to be honest, I think Chris needs that one car basically in between them, so...
Yeah, I think definitely does.
Yeah.
SJM is actually playing a massive favour to Chris here by not pitting. But El Sheikh, I think, because of the difference in tyre life between the two of them, he's going to make easy work of SJM when he gets to green flag racing. And I think SJM, he's going to find himself towards the back of the field as the safety car is coming in.
Yup, so the safety car will be coming in, will be going back to green flag racing. So, what approach will Chris take to this restart? So much is to happen. And... is going to be Chris, SGM, Ishik, Payne, Leo, the top 5 as we're about to go back to green flag racing. When does the Aston Martin driver decide to go? Will he leave it late? Will he try and catch his rival out? Because SGM probably won't even have much grip because of those hard tires anyway. So Ishik will probably be all over him right at the start. So here we go. We're about to go back and he might take this one to the line, or will he go and try and catch out his rival? As we see the field bunching up, getting very close in the background. Does Chris decide to go? Yes, he does. He takes us back to green flag racing, and it's also going to be Payne putting the pressure on his championship rival. It's already the 2 championship rivals going wheel to wheel while they get close to SJM. Around the outside goes the Shake on SJM as they go wheel to wheel, side by side. Through goes the Shake. Payne is going to try and follow through as well. Around the outside he'll have to go. Off turn number 3, he's going to dive down surely around the outside. Yes, he does. So it's Chris, Ishak, Payne once again. And it's going to be Leo who's also going to try and fight past. And so will Aiden. SJM is being swallowed up by the pack here, though.
Yeah, SJM, like I said, it was a mistake for him not to pit as... Yes, Terrorist did pit and he's right at the back. And it was a double stack by the house, but SJM really made a mistake, but that's Wooly.
Wooly
Don't
spinning
know if
around.
that was contact. I'm not sure if that was contact, but yeah. Wooly is finding himself right at the back and outside of the points.
Yeah, so here we go. Chris, Ishak, Payne. Oh,
Chris.
Chris has made a mistake. Chris has made a mistake. Through goes Ishak to take the lead. And Payne is trying to dance right around the outside. It's wheel to wheel already between our championship rivals. The top three are battling here for the lead around the outside. That is brave for Payne and Chris. Almost finding the wall. He's slowing down. He's letting everyone through. It's all falling apart for the Aston Martin driver. Does he have damage? And here we go then. It's Aiden versus Leo. This is for the final place on the podium now. It is all kicking off here in Baku. Will Payne now have the run to get past his shake as well? Here we go then. We're about to go on to the straight with the two championship rivals about to battle it out. It's also very close between third place and fourth place as we go onto the straight. Here comes Payne. He's going to try and make the move as we go down the straight. Let's also watch Aiden as well. They're debating the lead. Here we go then, down towards turn number one. Ishak covers the inside. Payne tries around the outside. They're deep and they're wide. Ishak just keeps it out of the barriers just about. How did he keep it out of the barriers there? But Payne also wasn't able to make any progress. Will he have a run down towards turn number three? Will anyone be able to make some moves? It is so tight now. Here we go once again. Payne will be in the slipstream, but I don't think he'll be able to make the move this time around into turn number three, Quinn.
Yeah, they both went seriously wide into turn one, and that allowed Leo to bring himself, Aiden and Chris back into the battle. Of course, Chris did have that moment through the castle section where he hit the wall. He might have some damage as, yeah, Mendes, Michelizzi and Tybe are all brought into this train now. Yeah, Chris is definitely losing a lot of time. He may have front wing damage as, yeah, it's getting close to 9 temps going through the castle section, but there's only one person who we need to be focusing on, and that's Payne, as I wasn't too sure if DRS was enabled this lap, but it's going to be very interesting to see what happens between these two up front.
Yeah, we're about to go on to the straight once more. Are we going to see a move by Payne here? He's using a bit more ERS, and we're about to get our championship rivals going wheel to wheel once more. It is Chris losing a position to Mendes, but we look back over to the front of the field. We're going to be seeing Payne getting closer all the while, and here he comes on his championship rival. He's using a bit of ERS. Nothing between these two in the championship, and nothing between them on the race stack. Here we go for the lead to the inside line. Goes Payne as DRS gets enabled to the inside. To the lead. Payne gets to the corner first. He's wide though. It opens the door for Ishak to try and fight back, but he can't. And Payne hits the front with Ishak now into second place, but he will get DRS. We will get DRS here. Can he now try and fight back? Can he stay close? We have Payne trying to pull away. We also have Michelizzi overtaking Chris. This has gone horribly wrong for Chris, the man who had the advantage on the rest of the field pace-wise, as Ishak is almost losing the car. This one is now giving us a lot of drama, but Chris, the driver who had the pace advantage over the rest of the field by a couple of tenths, is now, he's made the wrong strategy and he's dropping down the order here.
Yeah, he should have definitely switched to the medium tyres, but he only used one set of mediums, so he should have definitely had another fresh set of mediums, or maybe it didn't actually select it selected the hards for him, maybe, as that's another collision with the wall on the inside. The outside of castle section, sorry. It doesn't look like he's lost his end plate. Chris has lost his end plate, and Altive is looking to go down the inside. He is side by side with Chris, but he backs out of it, and yeah, Chris is really starting to struggle with this wing damage, so looks like it's just going to be a battle between the front two, although Elshake is actually outside of the DRS range
Chris
of Payne now.
Yeah, Chris almost losing the
Actually,
car time. Tyber's gonna have to dance right around the outside. He's gonna do it to the inside line. That's gonna be so close to contact. But through goes Ty. Chris will try and fight back down towards turn number 1. Sorry, Quinn, to interrupt, but this battle is currently going on. Is Chris gonna be coming in? He's using DRS. He's using ERS, and yes, he is. Chris is coming in. Quinn, continue on.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was actually Wooly right at the back of the field. Chris is retired in the pit lane. So that's his race over, and that was Wooly who had a little bit of an incident going into Sector 3, and now he's firmly in last place. But yeah, that was Chris who left the session now. So yeah, it will be a fight between Payne and El Sheikh, with Leo just about under 2 seconds behind. So yeah, definitely a 2-horse race for this win here in Baku, and it's a 3-car race for the final podium positions. We haven't seen any as yet due to track limit warnings. I'm just going to have a little check on everyone to see what warnings they have, if they have any.
Yeah, also
doesn't look like anyone has.
Yep, so also another thing, that's Chris, 3rd place in the championship. He's going to be losing points out in a championship where you cannot afford to have these moments. Is going to cost him a lot. Aiden, who is in 4th place in the championship with 30 points, is definitely going to move past, but he'll need to make sure he finishes. But we still have the battle between Sheikh and Payne to come. These two rivals will be going wheel to wheel surely, and also we have the battle going on for the final place on the podium. And can he get the move done with DRS open? We're heading down towards turn number 1. It was crucial for Sheikh to get close to Payne, because now he's going to be able to challenge. He's super late on the brakes, I have to say, for Sheikh. He loses time on the way out though. It's to 0.6 of a second as they all make their way through. But we have 2 major battles to look forward to now. One is for the lead and one is for 3rd place, but the one for 3rd is containing 3 cars, while the battle for the lead, 2 cars, and it's the championship rivals who are gonna duel it amongst themselves and see who comes out on top. And Payne probably definitely wants to get the upper edge on this race, because we have Sheikh leading, so it'll be good for Payne if he can beat his rival. But it's gonna be an interesting one. Lap 19 out of 26.
So yeah, just looking through the warnings that everyone has. Mendes has 2 warnings, and so does Tybe. It wouldn't affect Tybe's race much, but he may lose the place to Tail Racer if he was going to get a penalty. But Mendes, this could be big. He's going to have to be driving very clean for the rest of this race, because if he gets that penalty, he will be out of contention for this fight for the final podium position. So I have to keep an eye on Mendes and see if he gets that final warning for the penalty.
Yep, so here we go, continuing on, 0.7 of a second, and ERS wise, Payne does have a bit of the advantage, but if Sheikh does put the pressure on, then I'm sure Payne will be using ERS, and you can already see he had to deploy a tiny bit, but Sheikh is probably just going to use it all on the final lap. He's just going to try and stay close. It's going to be Aiden who will actually have a great run now with DRS on his rival. Can he make the move, or is Leo coming in? No, he's not, he's just breaking the slipstream, but he was placing the car right towards the pit line where he would come in as we head down into turn number 1, but no position changes for now. I think most of the drivers just sticking back for now, and they're eyeing up a move in the later stages of this one.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out, as Aiden is getting very close to the back of Leo, and that is SJM finally making his pit stop. 19 laps on these hard tyres, so he's going to be switching over to the mediums for the final 7 racing laps.
Yep, so continuing on, Ishak needs to stay inside the 1 second, and the pressure on Payne will be massive. Leo is also being put under even more pressure, because Aiden's literally pushing him through some of these corners, and he's much more closer. But Aiden having the ERS advantage, 73%, so Aiden isn't in a rush right now to get the move done. Mendes with 35%, and for a second I thought Mendes was going to go into the barriers, but yeah, we have a very good race currently so far by Payne, Sheikh. Leo, what a brilliant recovery though by him. The safety car's obviously helping, and we thought it was going to be a bit over for him, but at least he's going to be on the podium. And it will be Aiden in fourth, Mendes in fifth, Michelizio. Did someone almost hit
There's
the
a
wall?
little bit of a mistake there from El Sheikh, and he is going to close back up. But yeah, going out of that left-hander in the first left-hander in set to 3, he got all out of shape. Got on the power a bit too early and nearly got himself out of the DRS, but he managed to close up, and now he's back basically where he was before that mistake. So El Sheikh definitely showing that he's got the pace to keep up with Payne, but like we've said many times, it's one thing to catch a driver, it's another to overtake them. And yeah, Payne has definitely showed that he's got very good pace here in Baku. So the last 6 laps are definitely going to be interesting. And just looking back at Aiden, he's practically on the rear wing, he's on the gearbox of Leo, and Mendes is really struggling now. Doesn't look like he's got any front wing damage, but yeah, he's dropped back a lot. He's dropped back over 2 seconds from Aiden in these last couple laps. And yeah, just so in the background, Mendes is all out of shapes on the exit of every corner, so maybe he's got some damage, or maybe he's just overcooked the tyres, who knows. But yeah, he's really struggling, and he's got Michelizzi on his back now.
Absolutely, we are currently on lap 21. And it's going to be a very interesting ending to this one. Sheikh is currently giving chase, and he's going to try his best. And out of now, he's going to apply the power and try and go for it. As can he try and make a move into one? Surely he will just try and get close once again, and then. But he needs to stay close. He's obviously had to use a bit more ERS now, because he needs to basically stay close. That's the thing he needs to do. He needs to stay close. So let's see as we head into turn number 1. But we might be seeing a move here by Michelizzi trying to make the move, and Mendes is almost squeezing him into the wall. So tight as we make our way now down the straight. It's going to be an easy move, or will it? Will this one go down to the braking zone? Can Mendes try and fight back? But that was so tight as they went down the straight. I mean, it's a very long straight. I don't think there should be much trouble in making that overtake, but Mendes not wanting to give it up. Now, will he be able to fight back using the ERS and DRS? You get another opportunity heading down towards turn number 3. Michelizzi is going to cover the inside. He's going to force his rival to go the long way around the outside. Will we see Mendes try it? It's going to be close to the wall. They do have a bit of contact with the ball. Can Mendes now try and be late on the brakes and fight back as they continue to battle? But it is Michelizzi and Mendes.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can get a view of the front of Mendes's car, just to see if he has any front wing damage. It does look like he does. Yeah, he's missing his front right end plate, so he's going to be losing a ton of downforce through these tight, twisty sections. But yeah, it doesn't look like he's losing much to Michelizzi ahead. But yeah, it's going to be a really big detriment to Mendes going forward in this race.
Yeah.
Just looking back, that's actually Aiden. Leo has front wing damage.
We had the virtual safety. Oh, Leo's got front wing. Oh, right. So Leo's had a mistake. And the virtual safety car.
Can we see some people pitting for softs? I think maybe Leo will definitely pit. Don't think either of the front 2 will pit. Aiden definitely won't pit. But yeah, Leo's going to have to pit and change his front wing, and he's going to be going on to the soft tyres. Not sure anyone else will be pitting, so that may be Leo confined to the back of the field, because he's got to have a front wing change and a tyre change, so he's definitely going to be close to being behind Terror Racer, or maybe Willie. They didn't actually change his front wing.
Oh, yeah, he didn't.
They did not change his front wing, oh no.
That is so unfortunate.
A big blunder by the Red Bull mechanics there.
We are back to green flag racing. Yep.
That's Leo, all on the back of Wooly there. It was an excellent restart there from Leo, but of course no front wing. He's going to be struggling to get the car turned in. Not sure if it's a visual glitch or not, but for me, he's definitely not got a front wing.
Oh, yeah. So, but Leo's still actually doing very well. So is it just oh no,
Oh,
out of the race goes
Michelizzi.
Michelizzi has gone out. Will we need a safety car for that, or will we be able to continue? But Michelizzi, such a disappointment. Is he at the castle section? It's around that place, yeah, and that's so unfortunate for Michelizzi, who will be out of the race.
Car.
No safety car, no virtual for that, nothing. Tybe is also putting the pressure on Mendes as well, so we could be getting a battle now. Down the next straight, in the battle for 4th position. So here we go, we're about to apply the power once again. Are we going to be getting a move here? By Tybe, he's going to be literally chucked up. He'll be pushing his rival through the sweepers. He'll be gaining all the while because he'll be getting the slipstream. And this should be an easy move for Tybe. Or well, it's going to be tight as they make their way through. Where DRS will be open for the Ferrari. Mendes keeps the position for now. So Mendes keeps it, but can now Tybe try and fight back into the braking zone. Mendes covers the inside line. They go wheel to wheel into turn number 1. Around the outside goes Tybe to move up into 4th, but Mendes, can he now fight back into turn number 3? Mendes does not, as Leo comes back in because he needs to get that front wing change. But Mendes doesn't seem like the driver to give up. So he's going to fight back now with DRS, Look at the speed as we make our way down towards 3 with the position then Mendes. But can Tybe try and fight back? He's going to try and do the up and under. Will he be able to get on the power earlier than his rival and try and challenge? We're on board with Tybe. Looks to the outside. Can't make the move there. And Mendes keeps the place.
Yeah, just looking at the front, Elshake is all on the back of Payne now. He's about 8 tenths back, 7.5 tenths. And yeah, he's going to be getting a DRS, and he's going to be pulling himself closer and closer to Payne. And looking at the ERS situation for both, it's definitely Payne who's in a better situation, having 20, nearly 30%, whereas Elshake is just under 10%. So yeah, Payne's winning that battle of the ERS, but he's going to have to still contend with Elshake, who's got the DRS, and that is SJM. I think he's completely... Oh, he hasn't lost his front wing. There was yellow flags, and I do believe that was for SJM. It doesn't look like he's got any damage.
Tybe's going to have a big opportunity. Yep, Tybe's going to have a big opportunity now to fight back. Can he get the move done, or will Mendes be able to go on the defensive once more? It's DRS. It is DRS. Will Mendes now defend this, or will it be an easy move for Tybe? Oh, he's almost squeezing him into the pit wall. It's so tight as they go into turn number 1, and Mendes has been very late all race with his defenses, and now Mendes is going to try and fight back. He'll get the inside line, he'll get the place, but Tybe is doing that, so he gets the DRS. So Tybe is going tactical now. Tybe wants to get this move done. He needs to get this move done. He's using ERS. Will he be able to complete this now? Can he get the move done? Mendes pushing on, but Tybe will have to stay back for another lap. Can he go for a late send? Thinking about it, but he's just showing his rival that he's trying to basically bully his rival off the road a bit, as there goes Wooly to the inside line of Terror Racer and getting the position. But this one is tight, and all the battles now on the penultimate lap of the Grand Prix.
Yeah, and Leo's in once again, changing his front wing, and yeah, putting on another set of fresh softs. Maybe he's just trying to go for the fastest lap, but yeah, Payne at the front pulled out from the DRS range of Elshake, and now he's just going to be pushing. He's just going to be doing everything he can to try and keep Elshake at arm's length and just go for this race win, and that's Elshake. Still pushing on. Both of them are quite low on the ERS, and Aiden, he's on 70% ERS. He's just chilling out. He's got 7 seconds to Elshake and 11 seconds to Mendes. But going back to this battle, Mendes definitely has more ERS to play with than Tybe does, so he's just going to be pushing like a stabbed rat using this ERS. We're going on to the final lap of this race. Tybe is using all of his battery to try and close up, and now he's on 0%. He doesn't look like he's going to be close enough. And Mendes has still got about 20% ERS left, so it wouldn't surprise me if he dumps it all on this straight just to get away, but he doesn't need it. He isn't using it.
Yeah, not deciding to use it. We're on the final 6 kilometers of this racetrack now, and the final tour around Baku. Can Tybe go for a late send? Can he switch it and be late on the brakes? But it looks like victory will be going to Payne, and he'll just have the remaining corners to go to claim victory. Tybe is trying different racing lines. It might even go to the line this. Look how close Tybe is getting. We will be looking though to the front of the field. It looks like Terror Racer has had a moment. He's lost his front wing as well, and will we see SGM be able to close up to that? Tybe continues to push on, but we will look to the front of the field. We'll join the battle back in about a second, but Payne is going to be so happy with that, and we'll continue watching Tybe. Oh, he's almost losing the car. He has lost the time now, and he's outside the 1 second, so that should be that battle over. But we look to the front of the field, and it's going to be Payne through the sweepers. He will be so happy with this. And Payne, who has been consistent all season. There is a reason why he's in the championship battle. He has been consistent, but he has not stood right on the top step of the podium. But change that. For the first time this season, Payne comes across the line to win. It'll be a Shakes getting another podium. And for the first time also this season, we're going to see Aiden standing on the podium. A great job by him. It'll be Mendes, who has been defending all race. He's going to be able to keep fourth position. Tybe with a late mistake will not be able to challenge. It'll be Mendes in fourth. It'll be Tybe in fifth. It'll be Ruli who will take sixth, and then Terror Racer, SJM, and Leo might be trying to get the final fastest lap here.
Yeah, I'm just going to be checking over Leo at the moment as he goes through. Just see the sector 2 split and see what his lap time, what his sector time is. It is a purple sector 2 from Leo, and he's 1.6 faster than his previous best, so this may well be a fastest lap of the race. He's currently about a second behind Payne and being 1.6 seconds faster than his previous lap. On sector 2 he's definitely going to get fastest lap, even into the 41s. And yeah, 41 from Leo, and he steals the fastest lap away from Payne.
Yep, every single point will matter in this championship, and well, he's gonna be happy with that. SGM giving driver today by the game, but let's hope this is gonna be an interesting next few races as well. We'll be heading to Shanghai, I believe, next time around. So I mean, Baku has delivered us with a brilliant race, and it's kind of what we all expected from the Baku City circuit. Let's confirm the results for you. For the first time this season, Payne is on top. Ishak getting another podium in second. Aiden for the first time stands on the podium this season. Mendes in fourth. He was defending for his life. I would have to say it was very late defending, but he was able to keep Tybe behind. Tybe also with a mistake on the final lap, which cost him a chance of challenging right to the line. Vuli in sixth. Terror Racer, SGM, Leo, and your retirements: Michelizzi, Chris, Marlin, Alex, and Pepin. So we have 9 finishers, but that's what I was saying. Basically, a lot of drivers will be just getting points basically today due to the low attendance. So every driver who finished did get points.
Yeah, it was very, very good race. Of course, we had a mixture of strategies. We had some 2 stops. The front 3 all had 1 stop, so definitely the right strategy call. And Chris, you just gotta say, the first mistake he made was not pitting under that safety car. Staying out on those hards, he just got swamped by everyone, and that forced him down the back. And yeah, he's gonna be ruined that mistake, because he was definitely, from qualifying alone, he was the fastest man in the field.
Yep, so okay, how would you sum up that race in one word?
Chaos.
I'll say, let me think. I'll say, well, what should I say? Oh well, I'll just go with carnage then. A different word, but yeah.
Chaos and carnage.
Chaos and carnage, but I don't. But if we want to say 2 words, then I'll say first timers, because on the podium we do have Ishak. So not Ishak, sorry, Payne getting his first win. We have Aiden getting his first podium. Ishak, I might be able to find you a stat for him. One sec. Maybe I can find you a stat. Let's
But
see.
and just something I noticed, Payne, out of the first, 5 races, I think he finished second 4 times. So he was the second place man until tonight.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on. I do have a first time for Ishak as well. The first time for Ishak is basically every time he's finished, he's won. So for the first time, he has not won the race. He's finished second. So somewhere other than first, he has DNF'd before. Bahrain he didn't race. So every other time he has won, but for the first time, when he's finished, he hasn't won. So there we go. Yes, we do have first timers. Everything's first. I needed to get that start out. Okay, well, that's it then. And all the drivers running off because I don't think they want to see Baku again. I believe for the first time since season 29 we are racing around this configuration. And so yeah, but it was an absolute thriller. So Quinn, any final words?
Just that it was an amazing race by Payne to get his first win of the season, and it's so unfortunate for Chris, like I said before, to make that error by not pitting under the safety car. And yeah, it's definitely he's really spicing up the championship battle now, with I think both championship leaders, Elshake and Payne, having the same amount of podiums this season so far. So it's going to be interesting if they can keep this consistency up through the last few races.
Yeah. Also, I do believe now, Ishak and Payne are tied on points now, actually, because Leo got the fastest lap, so no fastest lap points. So we have 16 for the winner, 12 for second. So that would basically mean that it's now 4 points, and the gap was 4 points coming into this race. So now it's tied on points actually between Ishak and Payne going into the next round, which is China. Then we'll have Mexico, Hungary, Saudi, and we'll end the season at Brazil. So yeah, Quinn, what's your thoughts on that? Tied on points going into the next race now.
It's going to be interesting because China's it's a tricky track to get a hold of. Of course, you've got the snake-like first few corners, which you really want to carry the inside line through there, and you just gotta try and keep with through the first and second sector. You really got to try and keep with the person ahead of you so you can get onto them on that massive back straight, and that's where I'm hoping we'll see most of the overtakes. We'll definitely see most of the overtakes into turn 1 potentially, and then at the end of the hairpin at the end of the massive straight.
Yep, so that's been it. In the commentary box, my name has been Omi, and I've been joined by Quinn. Now, obviously, I don't even know if I'll be here next week. I'm just once again reserving in. But it's been lovely reserving for these last few races because this is a brilliant tier, which usually does deliver. And it's been brilliant being alongside Quinn as well. And it's been lovely once more. Now, we head to China next time around. It's not one to miss. With our championship rival tied on points, make sure you join us. You need to join us, or it's illegal. So make sure you join us. And next week, same time, and we'll be bringing you the action from China. That's been it. But thank you for joining us, and we'll see you guys next time, next week, Monday. Goodbye.